Hello. Thanks for dropping in today. Oh, I found downstairs a Commodore 128 without the top on it. And it does seem, excuse me, I just have a little housekeeping to do here with these cornflower glasses. Yeah, so anyway, this is a 128, and from what I can tell, it has been outfitted with jiffydos. And of course, normally, there would be no reason to be worried. Why do I think I'm running out of paper? No reason to be worried about the EEPROMs getting corrupted by light when they're inside a machine. But this one, as you can see, is missing the top. It's also kind of dirty inside. Looks like maybe Coke has spilled in it or something of that nature. But anyway, when I first got this machine and was looking into it and discovered that the EEPROMs were not protected, I stuck some stickers over them, which is normal, but I didn't have kind of the stickers that you would normally think. So I ended up going with airmail stickers from Canada Post to cover the window. Now, it has been some time since I have had this plugged in, and I did not make any notes on the bottom. Anyway, what I'm going to do, because I trust this yellow power supply that I bought at Active Surplus before they closed down, is things are falling everywhere. I'm going to give this a try with this power supply. I would test it in some other way, but I really don't have a tester that works on the Commodore 128 square plug, or I guess also the +4 square plug. So the power switch is off. That's good. I won't be able to select modes, of course, with this. I suppose one thing I might do, even though I'm not hooked up to anything, is just turn it on. See if I see any smoke or flames or other such things, and I don't. Good sign. You know what I think I will do? I will hold this up so you can see indeed. It is the Commodore 128. Dirty filth under here. These are the two things I think are to do. Well, if I remember it, it's jiffydos. Here's the wire that is on every 128. I remember hearing Bil Herd speak of why that wire was necessary. Oh, I accidentally flipped the switch. Not that it matters, because the machine is off, and I don't know. Oh, is it a 3-position switch? I don't know. One? Nope, seems not. Anyway, the case has been drilled for this thing, so I figure what I can do now, I think, because I remember I found a 5-pin extension cable in with my stuff before that I didn't even realize I had, and that should let me reach over here nicely and put this in to the 128. So if it automatically defaults to the 40 column mode, we should see something. If it defaults to the 80 column, we should not. But oh, excuse me, we are on the air. And I forget what it does. On a regular 1701 or 1702, we should at least some sort of flash if there's something happening here. Anyway, let's give it a whirl. Okay, something is happening. Look at that. Alright, Commodore Basic, version 7. Yeah, looks alright. Now, I'm assuming that the jiffydos switch is in the wrong position, so I'm going to push the reset switch, flip the switch, turn it on. Aha, indeed. We see that it is now changed underneath the message. It says jiffydos version 6.01. I don't know if that's the latest version. Copyright 1989, CMD. So, jiffydos does still seem to be working. I guess my stickers have protected the EEPROMs, I guess. So, and of course the thing I do, it's better to hit the reset switch than to turn it off. It is much less jarring on the system. Yes, so I've switched it back off, and jiffydos is no longer active. How lovely. So, I suppose what I could do at this moment, and we'll see what happens. I am actually going to turn it off. I have here, it is actually a test thing for the Commodore 64, but I'm wondering, oh, there we go. It is seeming to come up and do things on the 128. Now, I don't have the harness attached. Actually, the funny thing is I think this, what I found the other day, is the harness, or most of the harness, for the 128. So maybe, possibly, after it goes, see, it's telling us there are some things that are bad. Oh, it sounds like the SID chip is mostly good, but not completely. It sounds like maybe the white noise generator, the fourth voice, is dead. Anyway, I will see that these things are all put in the right way. The top is on the top. I still think there's something else I should have along with this that goes into the serial port. I think there's like a little connector. Anyway, let's just see if this makes any difference or if it doesn't come on. Alright, that didn't go well. Let's just take that out quickly. Try again. Okay, that looks alright. Alright, maybe that's not the thing. Maybe not. Oh, I think something has locked up. I do hope I've not done any harm with that. Oh dear. Oh dear. Let's take that cartridge out. Okay. Let's put that cartridge back in for a second. Maybe I've hurt it. Oh dear. Well, something is not pleased. Oh dear. Maybe I should switch this back. 64. Okay, well that seems okay. Alright, what have I done? What have I damaged? What have I hurt? I was pretty sure that this was the thing. Alright, well this is running through its testing on the 64. So I've not done anything terribly bad. Perhaps I will take this other thing from Retro Rewind and pop it in and see if it... Oh. You know, if you don't plug in the video, it's a lot easier to see nothing. Let's see what happens here. No, I think perhaps something is not happy. Oh, well, there's something. That is interesting. Now I don't have a keyboard attached. Alright, well, we'll let this run through. This looks similar. It does. And indeed, I still don't hear the sound. What I really want to do, and let me try again. I'm going to switch these switches and see if this will operate. Oh, maybe this one takes a little longer to come up. This is a different diagnostic. Aha, look at that. Okay. This one does more extensive testing on the sound chip, but sadly, it does seem that the sound chip is 3/4 working. Which is all, you know, it's fine. But it's not working. But I still wonder what happened to this dead test thing here. But then it would not come up. But it works over here. Anyway. Things happen. Things happen. What you're hearing right now is my newfangled dual function timer. See, there is a thing, if I record for too long, somehow my computer won't recognize what I've done. Or recognize the file. I guess the file gets too big or something. So I just got to keep an eye on the time. So this has gone off to do something. And then it should do a sound check. So it's now doing the filters test, which is something I've not seen before. But definitely, sadly, this SID chip is somehow deficient. Oh well. That's not unusual, sadly. Alright. Just because I'm curious, I'm going to put this cartridge back in. Try again. Now it comes out. Most of the chips, well, let me count again. Oh, maybe not most. There's an empty socket here. I wonder what that is. U36. It's been a while since I poked around inside of 128. Anyway, ooh, it's getting warm. Some of the chips are in sockets. Some of them are not. Interesting. Well, I'm going to set this aside again. I will figure out, as I find things, what it's supposed to be for. I shall. Now, the one other thing I should do while I'm here, and I can, is I should write notes on what I have here. Assuming there's a marker. Well, actually, I should write such things on the pad so as not to stain other things. Okay, so naturally, C128. No. Keyboard. jiffydos. SID chip not okay. What else? Case dirty. What else? Tested a bit. March 2023. It's up in 40 on 128 mode. Diag cart works. Alright, so at least there's something now. I should have, maybe it's in the Star Wars bucket. It is not. I should have some tape. Well, that's not what I was hoping to find. But maybe this will be okay. This is masking tape, which ultimately is used to mask things for painting. And then it is removed. Oh, I think this might be kind of old, and it is ripping not well for me. Well, that's better. I think I'll rip off. Oh, yeah, it's brittle. See, masking tape also, if it's left on something too long, it too can leave ugly residue. Alright, let's try again. Alright. That's enough of that. You know what maybe I will do? Although the case is not very beautiful, I will pop things. Oh well. Oh, by the way, that means that power supply is okay, at least from what I can tell. Where to put the note? Let me check the bottom. Yeah, it's kind of dirty. Now the other thing I got to be careful of. I do believe that this case is not really screwed in to this, or the board is not really. So if I go to tip this over, I might have some sort of catastrophe. And I would really rather avoid such a catastrophe. I would. So I will be careful. But I do now have notes on the bottom, and as I flip it, I will be careful. So this one, manufactured 1285, but it doesn't say where. Doesn't say Canada, doesn't say the States, doesn't say Japan, Korea, or anywhere else. So where was it made? I don't know. It does have an FCC ID, and it's approved by Underwriters Lab and CSA. So I think what I will do with this right now is stick it very gently, I think, if I can, into this box under the table here with other relics. And I'll put things back. What happens when I turn this on? Oh, it's Commodore 64. Look at that. All right. So that is that for this moment. What did I do with the marker? Oh, it's over here. All right, I'll put that over there too. So I can do notes. Sure enough, the Sharpie does kind of go through the paper, so it probably would end up on the table, and we don't need that. All right, so this 128 power supply can go. Oh, you know what I could do? Maybe I will, because I'm sure that this 128 power supply is okay, but I really haven't tested it. So very quickly, before things are buried away, I can get this. Power is off. Plug it in. Turn it off. Unplug it. Oh. Put it in. Tried to put it in the wrong socket. Things happen. And turn on 128. And I will hit the reset. And I will switch jiffydos on. And indeed it does work. So this is not a long, extensive test on this power supply, but it certainly is enough to say, yeah, it seems to be okay. All right. So all was good to double check and see what's what. Alright, back in the box. And then this, and it's funny, I was looking before, for an actual joystick port extender cable, and I couldn't find while I was testing other things, and then I find it in this box. Alright, this is not an ideal sort of setup here. Oh, not at all. Let me pull this box out a second and see if we can do better at getting this more comfortably into the box without the chance of damage. Alright, that's what I was looking for forever, and I've had it for a long time. It's still in the original packaging, but I've never been able to test it. And supposedly, somebody was selling it off somewhere for 20 cents. I wonder if I can get it out and still put it back. Probably not. It seems to have been extra taped up, but I would like to test it. And really, I know things are more valuable in the package, in the box, and whatever, but this is truly ugly. Truly ugly. Plug extension cables directly into the controller port on your Genesis console. Plug your Genesis controller. So yeah, so this is for another game machine, but I bet you it works. Anyway, at the moment, I will not tinker with that, but I will at some point give that a try. Alright, well, I am getting a little extra stuff in here. I suppose, no. The last thing I will do is I will find some tape. I will close this box up and I will mark it. I have like a drawing on it of the kind of glass that's in it, but I should write cornflower. Glasses. And I should find a tape gun and tape this up, which I will do. Anyway, then I can add it to the box room. So, thank you very much for coming. Always nice to see something working. A couple of power supplies tested, and I'm assuming somewhere I have the top and the keyboard to this 128. I will return to the pool room and see what comes next.
That was easy.
Indeed. Back to the pool room I will go. Back to other treasures piled high upon the pool table. Bye for now.